What's going on, YouTubers? Today's video is going to be about how you're able to increase your KD and survive much longer in Gears of War 4 in many situations such as 1v1 battles or overwhelming situations. Now the first tip of trick, guys, I want to teach you is if you know there's a lot of enemies around you and you feel like it's overwhelming odds, do not confront them. Why confront them when the chances are you're just going to die? And it's not that easy at the same time. There's many situations where I felt like I was going to die and overwhelming odds, somehow I got lucky. Now, I advise you guys to really learn how to wall bounce and really learn how to take cover. And I advise you guys to let you guys know that in this game, it's right-sided orientated. What does that mean? Well, if you guys notice, every time you're aiming, it's on the right side of your screen. So your character is always pointing the right side of the screen, or the weapon. So any right-sided orientated cover is going to give you a huge advantage. And of course, if you turn a certain angle on the left side when taking cover, you're able to aim from the left side, but it's not really right side oriented like I said. So this game's very different when it comes to aiming. Now, the next tip of trick, guys, I'm going to provide you is when you're in a 1v1 battle and you feel like the enemy is a lot better than you, you don't always have to rush towards that guy and try to prove something to him. I see many people are just trying to compare, each other's skills when you don't necessarily have to do that at all. I necessarily don't do it. Basically what I do is I try my hardest to trick the enemy or attack the enemy from behind or hide behind my teammates. So, because why not? You're able to live longer and it's going to be much easier for you to take on your enemy. And many people don't seem to do that sometimes. I understand that, but... And what I do notice is this is a huge issue. I notice every new Gears of War, it becomes less competitive for many reasons. They change the game mode, social rank, people don't communicate on the mic, and things just get more frustrating. As much as I like to have fun in Gears of War 4, it to me is probably the least competitive Gears of War game of all of them. Well, guys, if you guys are going to say Judgment, I just want to let you guys know I haven't played Judgment, so... But anyway, guys, like I see many people making huge mistakes, like rushing in, thinking they can just take everyone on at the same time, and the death counts increases, and it becomes very frustrating to win games, especially when playing dodgeball or team deathmatch, when you're gonna be constantly dying, you're not doing anything good for the team. So, if you feel like you cannot beat them, just stay away as far away as you can, and when you start doing that, when you start learning how to become an escape artist on many situations, you're gonna have way more less deaths and you're gonna start having way more kills. Another way to start getting more kills and less deaths is protecting the power weapons from being picked up or helping your teammates pick it up or when you pick up yourself. So a lot of people sometimes don't necessarily do that. I see people running and gunning towards the enemy instead of really protecting the weapons of the map when it changes the gameplay. And I see many people don't do that for some odd reason. Also, if you have opportunities to take the enemy on from behind with him, not in his guard, if you're able to catch him off guard, then take the advantage on it. Just do it. Find ways to surprise your enemy. It's not always about confronting the enemy and having 1v1 epic battles. Guys, it's about you and your rank and your let's devs and your kill count and your KD. It's all about that, guys, honestly. And a lot of people are watching this video know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm just teaching you guys the dirty trick in the book and for you guys to survive as much as you guys can. Another tip of trick, guys, I want to provide you guys is when taking cover, you need to know what's the best angle on taking cover and exposing the least cover as possible. At the same time, you're able to hurt your enemy. Now, what I mean by that is when you're taking cover and you're not exposing your body a lot and you're able to rifle someone down or shotgun someone, you guys want to know that as much as you can when playing Gears of War. There's many spots and many covers and many maps that you're able to take cover very well and not expose your angles that well. You guys gotta know when to take cover and then at the same time watch your angles and not be exposed over your cover. It's gonna help you live much longer and it's gonna help you get more kills and take the enemy on. Once you learn that, you're gonna be able to see that your enemy's gonna have a hard time taking cover because he doesn't know how to corner or angle right. But if you do, guys, then you're gonna be able to win matches much more and win many 1v1 battles and firefights and situations. Another tip of trick, guys, I want to provide you guys for you to survive much longer is get to know the multiplayer map. If you know the map, you're gonna know everything by heart, where to run away and where to take cover and where to hold the weapons. That's the most important thing you can possibly do. Of course, many people that play the map all the time are gonna get to know the map as soon as possible. But if you're new to Gears of War or you're not very familiar with maps, just research it online and just like do a lot of research on the map. Play Horde mode if you have to, but you don't have to play Horde, and that makes sense. Like, just go click a private match, play the map, and just run around and get to know the map and the feeling of it, and it's gonna help you understand the map much more, and that's very important. I can't explain to you how many times where I know the map by heart and all the secret angles and taking cover to take on my enemies, and I use that towards my advantage, and it helps me survive much longer and at the same time rack up more kills. And I know many people comment my YouTube channel below saying, how are you able to wall bounce so easy? Well guys, one of the reasons I'm playing on the computer if you're playing the Xbox. Now on the computer I'm able to get more frames per second, a better resolution, and a higher frame rate, and a much smoother gameplay than that's your console is able to do. You're limited on the console and you're not able to really customize how fast you want your game to run. But on the computer I am able to do that. But in the same time guys, it's not always about that. If you're playing an Xbox, just play a private server and just try to tap A and use your controller to wall bounce, and eventually you're going to get to see that if you start wall bouncing in a private match, you're going to be able to learn much faster how to wall bounce. And wall bouncing is so important because it's either going to help you kill somebody much easier because they're having a hard time tracking you down with their weapon by aiming, or it's going to help you run away in many situations, and it's going to frustrate the enemy when you're just constantly running around, bouncing into walls like Bugs Bunny, and just gets very frustrating, and it's very important. But I do it pretty well in the mouse and keyboard, so I like it a lot. And the mouse and keyboard, some people are saying they're having a much harder time, but not me. But many, I don't know guys, the truth is there's many opinions out there, but I love the mouse keyboard over the controller, and I'm having much more fun using it. Now, if you're a PC Gears of War player, and you feel like you want to have a bigger advantage, and you're having a hard time what's better over a mouse and keyboard or controller, the truth is it's preference. You choose what you want to choose and see how you like it. But a mouse and keyboard to me is much easier to aim and to wall bounce and to just go everywhere around the map. And I can't explain to you how many times I gotten so many headshots with the mouse and keyboard with the sniper rifle. It's just absolutely insane. And I'm able to track enemies so much easier with the mouse and keyboard. But it's all preference, guys. Like I said, I already made a video about why a mouse and keyboard or a controller could be better than the other. Now, another tip or trick, guys, I want to provide you guys is just party up with teammates or recent players that you just enjoy playing with. Everything is going to become much more easier when you guys are able to work together, and it's just going to become much easier. And like I said, and I said earlier, in Gears of War 4, to me, has been the least competitive Gears of War of all games so far. Back in the day, when I was playing Gears of War, I noticed many people would be talking on the mics, communicating, but in this Gears of War, I don't seem to see that a lot anymore, which is absolutely insane. But, I don't know, just is my opinion, but party up with somebody, guys. When you guys party up and talk to each other and get to know each other, and you guys become friends with the other, it's just going to become much easier for you to enjoy the game, work together, and you're able to increase your KD and survive much longer, and you notice you will have less deaths when working with a teammate. It just doesn't get better than that. Now guys, the next thing I want to provide you guys is to get to know your strengths and weaknesses of your weapon. Your starting weapons, such as the lance, the shotgun, and the pistol. Now guys, if you get to know the strengths and weaknesses on your main weapons, you're going to know what situation you're going to run into when using them. Now I see some people try to go close range with the Lancer, which is pretty weird, but what I mean by close range is literally in front of them when they have the shotgun. Or I see the other way around with the shotgun, where the shotgun people are using it as long range and wondering why they're not taking someone down. Now guys, don't be silly now. And the assault rifle is meant for mid range and the shotgun is for close range. But it's not always about that too. You guys gotta know the weapons, the feeling of it, and when the time you're active reloadings at the same time. And I see many people don't really use the weapons in the situations they're currently in. Like for example, sometimes I see enemies just rushing with the shotgun instead of just lancing someone down and holding the power weapons, when the chances are you could possibly die if the enemy's a lot better than you, or when he has better cover than you. He's going to be able to rifle you down or shotgun you. So I see many people rushing, and that's just a huge issue in Gears of War. Many people like to rush for some reason, and I like when people do that because I'm going to use that towards my advantage. You don't always have to rush, guys. You guys got to know your strengths and weaknesses of yourself and your main weapons. You guys gotta know the flaws of this game as much as you can. And at the same time, guys, you want to get to know the weaknesses and the strengths of your power weapon, such as this long shot rifle, the boom shot. You gotta know when to use it. Do I want to use a sniper rifle at long range? Obviously, but some people don't tend to do that. Some people tend to use a sniper rifle as a quick scoping weapon to prove something. I see this many times. Or I see people running in the boom shot and the enemy spawn. Like, why do that when you could just camp back and let them come towards you? So all these things I'm trying to say to you guys is not always about rushing, and you gotta know the strengths and weaknesses of this game. Like I said, if you get to know it much more, you're gonna become a much better player, and you're gonna use your weapons towards your advantage, and you're able to survive much longer than you possibly can. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys want to learn how to 1v1 battle people too, just play your private server with your teammate and just play as much games as you possibly can. Now guys, there's always hope for you to increase your KD, and there's many ways you can just find ways to just able to get kills and rack it up and just get lead steps. And I hope you guys like this video and enjoy what I have to say, and I hope somehow it provide you guys information for you to be able to survive much longer and get your KD much higher. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more content. But bye bye.